Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our workout for today. We are going to be doing an upper and lower push circuit. So we're going to have 8 exercises. We're going to do 45 seconds on each one, 2 times around total. We'll take a rest in between circuits. What you're going to want for today is a set of heavier dumbbells, a stability ball, and if you have them, a set of lighter dumbbells. So you're going to be using 30 and 80 for the dumbbells, whatever weights kind of work in there. Show you what you're going to do. I know a lot of you probably only one set of dumbbells, and I'll modify as much as possible with this if you don't have the exact weights. If you don't have any kettlebells or dumbbells, it's going to be a little bit harder for you, but we'll make it work. So, first one is going to be squat overhead press. So for this, we're going to use a lighter set of dumbbells. If you don't have a lighter set of dumbbells, what you're going to do is you just take one dumbbell, or if you have just like a kettlebell or something like that, you're just going to hold it in both hands. Otherwise, if you have a set of 2, you're going to hold one in each hand. You want toes pointed forward. And you want this to be probably, I mean, if like, for me, I use a 30-pound for the chest press, so like a 15 would be ideal for this. I don't have those, so I'm using the 8s. I could just use the 30 as well. Whatever works. Knees are staying behind the toes. You're going to come down, come up, and press the weights over your head. So pressing it nice and controlled as you come back. Make sure your knees are sitting behind the toes. Get your hips down as low as you can. If you can't get all the way down, just do the range of motion you can. But we want to challenge that weight back on the heels and getting those hips sitting back as much as we can. Our second exercise is skaters. So we're going to come back and forth. We're going to drop the leg down, get nice and low. We're going to jump back and forth. You can also just step this out. And we want to get all the way down and bend that back leg, especially as you reach down towards the ground. If, again, you don't have that range of motion, for whatever reason, bad knees, just hard with the legs, just get down as low as you can. But slow the pace down, because we want to get low on this. We want to challenge those muscles to get down. We also want to get your heart rate up. So find what works for you and kind of adjust that as you need to. Then we have our stability ball chest press. And I don't know if you can read the board there. Hopefully so. If not, it's just going to help me. Stability ball chest press. You're rolling out so your head and neck are relaxed on the ball. Get your hips to be off the ground. Feet are about hip width apart. And then you're just pressing the weight up. Nice and controlled all the way through. So you want to make sure they stay like shoulder height the whole time. Don't bring them together at the top. Keep that controlled all the way in and out. And there's stability ball chest press. And we have burpee jumping jacks. We're going to come down into a burpee, fully extend the legs, come back up. 1, 2, 3 jumping jacks there. If you want to modify, you can step that out. You can step out the burpees, 1 foot at a time as well, whatever you need to do for that burpee. So, there's our burpee jumping jacks. You can also do with, if you're not getting down on the floor at all, you're just coming down, do full body extension up. 1, 2, step out the jumping jacks as well if you want to modify that. That's our burpee jumping jacks, cross body crunches. We're going to be down on the floor. You're going to bring your right elbow towards the left knee, come back, and then go the other way. So, crunching up. As the little soft crunches, extend the feet to make this harder. With this one, it's a little bit harder to kind of find that space. So I like about a 90-degree bend for that. And as you come down, you're not completely relaxing to the floor. You're keeping a little bit of tension in the core. So you come down to the middle, bring that elbow towards the opposite knee, back and forth. Hold your head if you want to. Want to keep the neck relaxed. Always when you're doing core, you don't want the neck to be doing any work. It's really easy to tighten it up, especially if it's challenging. So that is that one. Then we're going to be doing our stability ball fly. We're going to be doing this with the lighter weights. The lighter dumbbells, we're going to roll out into pretty much the exact same position as we did for the press. And this time we're just coming down to shoulder height. And so you're just holding the same way. Just come down to shoulders right about there. And bring it back nice and controlled. You can also do this without weights. You can come down a little bit more if you have no weights. And really try and tighten up those shoulders and put that tension. You can put a lot of tension in your muscles just by pushing on them, even if you don't actually have any weights to resist. Yeah. Then we have dumbbell snatch. This one's kind of a fun one. It is a little bit difficult. So I'll try and make sure we go through it the best you can. So you're gonna have your weight, you want it to be a heavier dumbbell. If you've never done these before, start with a lighter weight or even no weight until you kind of get it down. You're gonna start weight nice and even. We're coming down, we're gonna grab the dumbbell with one hand. Want your other hand to be free. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna come up. I'm gonna show you kind of in slow motion. We're gonna come up, knees are staying behind the toes. You wanna drive through the legs and the core. And as you come up, the elbow stays above. You're gonna bring the weight and then flip into kind of resting position here. So you're just coming up. And then as you come up, you'll kind of raise onto the toes and drop in there. You can do a little bit of a hop that'll help you get it up. So this is kind of a quick one. So we're starting with the dumbbell down, come up, back down, switch arms, come up. If you don't feel comfortable switching arms, just do one arm. It's going to be harder, obviously, on that arm, but do one arm for the whole 45 seconds, or switch at the halfway point if that's easier for you. So, dumbbell snatch, and then we're going to do push-ups to finish it off. So just shoulder width, coming down to 90 degrees, back, on the side. You can do these from your knees, try and lower the whole body down, or if you need to, these work really well from the wall. One of the best wall modifications is for push-ups. So, we are going to get started. I'm going to start timing. Weight to the side. Your shoelaces are tied. If you're wearing shoes, that's important. So we're going to go 45 seconds on each one. Starting with our squat overhead press. I'm grabbing my lighter weights. Make sure you got water ready. All right, so 45 seconds. Ready? And begin. So you're coming down and press up. So focusing, you can press the weights either way, whichever is more comfortable, either this way or with the elbows in tight. Doesn't really matter to me. Again, from the side, I'm going to get those hips down, making sure knees are staying behind the toes. We're about halfway done with this. So keeping it controlled all the way through. Dropping those hips in, keeping that nice easy breathing. Last 10 seconds on this now. So bring it all the way through to the end. Making it count, we're almost done. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, so after that, we've got our skaters. So finding some space. You're going to want to make sure you have room to laterally move. Nice little open box here. Ready? And begin. So coming down, back and forth. Try and get nice and low. And this is one if you're training for sports, if you're in really good shape, really push that pace. Try and get back and forth, really keep it explosive. And you can step these out. You're just coming up, down, whatever works for you. Challenge yourself. We're halfway done. So getting all the way back and forth. Keep those muscles working. Good. Push that pace there. We got about 10 seconds left. So making the most you can. Out of each one of these, all the way in. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we have our chest press now. So grabbing the heavier weights, roll it onto the ball. All right, 45 seconds. Ready? And begin. Good. So make sure head and neck are relaxed. You want to keep the hips up. Weights are coming down to just above your armpits. Right in there. Want to challenge those muscles. Switch my watch the wrong way. We're about halfway done. So drive that up. Want to push through the shoulders and the chest as you get that full extension. And we're in the last 10 seconds of this. So making the most you can out of each one. Full extension in. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right. So we're on to our burpee jumping jacks now. So we're going to get that open space. Coming up, light on the toes. Going 45, ready? And begin. So all the way out. Up. 1, 2, 3. Want to keep a quick pace on this. Challenge yourself to get as much as you can out of each one. But this one, so you get that heart rate up there. Getting that full extension on the legs. Making the most you can out of each one. Good. If you want to adjust the ratio of jumping jacks, you find whatever works for you, as long as you're given 100%. Got about 10 seconds left now. So all the way through to the end. Finishing strong. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we've got crossbody crunches. We're going to be down on the ground now. Crunch it up. Pushing the one elbow towards the opposite side. Show you this way, it's probably the easiest to see. And again, you're coming up. Again, make sure you keep that tension in the core. And then push that elbow across as much as you can. How far you get with the elbow is kind of up to you in terms of your flexibility. If you can see, my elbow doesn't get all the way across. So I'm just getting as much tension as I can in the core as I bring that through. We're about halfway down with this. So focus on engaging those muscles, keeping it through as much as you can. Getting that range of motion. Under 10 seconds left. All the way through to the end. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we've got our stability ball fly now. So we're back on the ball. Grabbing our lighter weights, or no weights if you want. This one you can't really split up the dumbbells. If you don't have the lighter weights, then just use your arms and try and keep that tension. And go. You're going to come down. Again, try and get to that shoulder height. And then back through. And if you don't have weights, you come a little bit lower than this, and then really engage those arms and push that tension as you come through. So keeping it nice and controlled. Coming down with those muscles. And try and keep that going. Nice and strong. Good, we're into the last 15 seconds now. So keeping that going nice and easy. On the breathing, we got last 5 seconds. And it's all the way through to the end. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, so we're done with our flies, we're on to our snatch. Again, one dumbbell right in front of you. Going shoulder height, or shoulder, I'm sorry, hip width with the feet. And I'm coming up to the shoulder with the dumbbell. All right, starting in 3, 45, and go. So coming up and through. So nice and controlled. Up and through. Actually, just gonna stick with one arm for the whole time. Then you don't come all the way down. You don't have to actually rest the dumbbell if you're doing the same arm. If you want to switch, you can do that as well. Anytime you're doing one arm or one leg though, you want to start with your weaker one. We're going to switch now. I'm right-handed, so that's why I'm starting with my left. I'm now going to my right arm, which is my stronger one. Although your legs should be doing most of this, that's why you want to be a quick movement up. If you want to go a little slower, you're coming up. You're just going to have a harder time getting that dumbbell up to the shoulder, so you can just stand up. If you want to modify too, I should have showed you that at the start. Otherwise, we're coming up. Almost done, and relax. Good. So pushing that through. Now we've got our push-ups. We're going to finish this off. 90-degree bend to the elbows. Keeping it apart. Ready? And begin. So we're coming down. Focus on keeping that nice and easy, even. Full 90-degree bend. Again, you can do this from your knees. You can put your hands forward if you need to as you come down. Otherwise, staying out as much as you can. We're over halfway down with this. Keeping that pace up all the way through to the end. In the last 10 seconds here. Finishing strong. Almost done. Keep these nice and controlled. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, first round is done. We're going to take a quick break. Get a drink. Then we're doing our second round. So second time through. Same exercises. Give you about 30 seconds. 30 seconds to catch your breath, get a drink. Change your music, whatever you need to do. We'll start on 15 now, back to the squat, overhead press. All right, grabbing our dumbbells, 45 seconds, ready? And begin. So coming down, pressing that up. Getting that full range of motion. All the way through. Good, you want to make the most you can out of each one of these. And then full extension in and back, we're about halfway done. Shoulders are a little more tired on this one now. So the press up part might be a little tougher. If you can't come all the way up, just get a little bit. Otherwise, get that full extension. Nice and high. Last few seconds on this one. Bringing it all the way through to the end. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we've got our skaters. Again, that open space again. We're gonna drop down. Get nice and low. 45 seconds. We're starting in 5. All right, ready? And begin. Going all the way back and forth. Trying to keep that up. Getting nice and low on each one. Go ahead and push that pace through. Want to get all the way down. Crossing that back leg. Also, I forgot to show you, you can also do this in place if you're worried about the lateral movement. You can do it either standing up, switching, or down. Either one of those is going to challenge you just as much cardio-wise. You got 15 seconds left. So again, whatever your 100% is, if you want to go faster or slower than what I'm doing, you focus on getting the best you can. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, we're going to still about chest press. So grabbing your heavier weights on the ball. All right, rolling forward, ready? And begin. So keeping it controlled, just down to just above the shoulders, the armpits, pressing it back. Making the most you can out of each one of these. Pushing that through, keeping the core tight. Good, full extension in and back. Got about 15 seconds left. Last 5, we're almost done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right. We've got our burpee jumping jacks now. We're going to find that space. 45 seconds, catch your breath. We'll start in about 5. Again, we'll try and keep that pace up on these. Getting that heart rate up. And go. All the way out. 1, 2, 3. Good. Trying to make the most you can out of each one. Nice and quick. Keeping that pace up. Good, all the way through to the end. About halfway down on these. So try and keep that pace up. Want to push those muscles that whole time. Last 15. Pushing that all the way through the end. Good, all the way through, finishing strong. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right. So we're going on cross body crunches. Pushing the elbow towards the opposite knee. Starting in 5 here. All right, ready? And begin. And again, timing wise, if you are feeling really good and you want to push yourself, you can start the next exercise early. If it takes you a little longer than I'm giving you to transition, that's totally fine too. Don't worry about that you're missing anything. You're working just as hard to get to that transition as long as you're moving quickly, not just laying there for 10 seconds. After each exercise, we're all over halfway done with these, and you're really trying to push yourself. I don't care if it takes you 30 seconds to start that next one. You're getting just as much out of it as anyone else. You have 10 seconds left. Again, as long as you're giving your 100%, you're not just laying there and relaxing, you will get a lot out of this. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. I've got a really ball fly down. So don't worry about it. I know there's people out there that can do more than me. Make sure you push yourself. I know there's people out there who can do a lot less, and that's okay. All right, so arms are straight, coming back to control. The point is you give your 100%, Don't worry about any other videos that we have on here, what the person doing them is doing. You focus on doing your best, and that'll get better over time. That's the only thing you should be comparing yourself to, other than form, obviously. Keep your form strong. We're over halfway done. But then again, I know I say it all the time, but you're 100%. Not mine, not your kids, or your neighbors. Give your best. We got under 15 seconds left now. So challenge those muscles in these last 10. Making the most you can out of each one of these. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, so we've got our snatch now. Last couple exercises, you want to push it strong. Again, I'm going to do one. I'm going to start with my left hand, starting from the down position. Ready? And begin. So coming down, coming up, bring that. Make sure your knees are behind the toes. Keep your toes pointed as forward as you can. Good. Coming up to the shoulder, back and through. It's a little bit like a kettlebell swing, except you're straighter. See the watch, there we go. Good, one more and then switch. All right, so on the other side now, we're over halfway done. Keep that pace up. All the way through to the end. So just coming to that shoulder, dropping the hips. Want to make sure we're using that lower body. Bring it up, pushing with the core. Under 10 seconds left. Finishing this all the way in. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right. We got our push-ups, and then we're done for the last one. So catch your breath. Start in about 5. All right. Ready? And begin. So coming down. Again, getting that whole 90-degree bend. As much as you can. I'm going to challenge those muscles. Keep that core nice and tight. Pushing it through the whole time. We're about halfway down this. But keep those muscles working. Going to make the most you can out of this time that you have. Get that full 90-degree bend. Driving it all the way through. 10 seconds left now. Making the most you can out of each one of these. Push it through to the end. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice job. Virtual high five for everyone watching at home. You should put in the comments done. Whether you did the recording or the video, either way, we'd love to hear from you. Awesome job on that workout. We got Fridays done. So catch your breath, get a quick drink. We're going to stretch. All right. So we're going to start off, just pull the arms back. Nice, easy breathing. And if you are watching this later and you prefer an earlier time than 6 a.m., just let me know in the comments. I'm going to push one leg forward now, switch out the quad, open the arms up. I don't know what was going on Facebook earlier this week. We seem to be able to upload videos just fine now. So I might try and get these workouts done a day in advance and then put them out there at like midnight or something. Switch. So if that would help you, let me know. I think Michelle and Christina both said they would work out earlier than 6. So if there's anyone else. I know a lot of people watch the video later in the day too. That's totally fine. You can also be a day behind, I suppose, if you're watching it later. We're just trying to do the best, because then we've got the Zoom workouts too. We can switch the 6 a.m. to more of a coaching one rather than follow along. But our goal is just to get you the best workout we can. So whatever works better for you, and other people who just rather watch the video, and that's fine too. So switch legs. So stretch it out, make sure as your breathing is hopefully returning to normal. Nice, deep, easy breaths. We want to get as much oxygen in as we can. All right, feet together, reach down towards the toes. All right, then we're going to go ahead and kneel down. Grab your heels. You're actually going to lean back until you get a stretch. You might not actually be able to reach your heels. Tight quads, kind of like me. I can just barely get my fingertips on. As you lean back, you should feel a stretch right in the hip flexors there. Grab your feet a little bit, that's great. Just get that nice easy stretch. Catching your breath. All right, then we're gonna let our feet sink down. Reach forward with our arms. Pull back. Again, catching your breath, keep that nice easy breathing. Then your self-recovery. All right, coming up. Push one leg. So you're kneeling on one leg. Then you lean forward and stretch this back one. As you lean forward, we'll stretch that hip flexor through there. It stays as relaxed as you can. Knee is just on the floor. Again, if you want some real good stretches, feel free to do some more stretching on your own switch after the workout. We're just trying to keep everything under 30 minutes or less. But if you want more warm-up time, you can always start a few minutes early warming up. If you need more cool down or stretching time, feel free to take that afterwards. All right, I'm gonna lay down on the side now. Grab this leg, and then reach your other arm up. And as you pull it back, you should get a little bit of a shoulder stretch. Just keep your palm pointed out. Again, nice, deep, easy breathing. And the muscles recover. We're gonna switch to the other side now. Again, pulling that arm up as much as you can. And on the side, pulling that back. Catching your breath nice and easy. All right. We're going to just do one more. Feet apart, reach forward. Nice job. This is a good workout. We got a workout tomorrow morning, Saturday now. Will be our next one. I might try and do that one in advance. AJ is very excited to work out with me. For those of you working out at home, that's, I think, something great, even if your kids don't participate or if they're older than mine and don't necessarily want to jump around with you. It's still really good for you to be an example for that. So awesome job getting your workout in. Even if it's just for you. In the time like this, it's probably one of the most important things you can do is keep yourself healthy. So awesome job, everybody. Put in the comments when you're done with the workout. And